Older adults fear most not wrinkles or gray hair, but the day they no longer have enough strength to stand up on their own. I understand that not only from medical knowledge, but from the eyes of so many patients. Do you remember the last time you stood up slower than usual and quietly wondered, am I getting weaker? And if you have ever felt that, this video will help you regain your standing strength and balance right at home without a gym or equipment. I witnessed that moment most clearly when I met Mr. James, 72 years old. He walked every day and always believed he was still very strong. But that day, when he tried to stand up from his chair without using his hands, he couldn't. He tried a second time, then a third time, and still couldn't do it. No one said a word, but in his eyes, both embarrassed and worried, everything was clear. He feared he was gradually losing control of his own body. Today, I want to share that habit with you, something that costs no money, requires no equipment, and takes no extra strength, yet can change the way you stand up, the way you walk, and the way your body fights aging from the inside. 4 weeks later, during the follow-up appointment, Mr. James walked in with a smile that was both shy and proud. He said, "I can stand up now, doctor, not fast, but I can do it on my own." Then he stood up right in front of me, slow, steady, full of determination, as if he wanted to prove it with action. In that moment, I understood. He didn't just regain strength, he regained confidence in his own body. And from that moment on, I realized something that surprises many people, even those who walk every day. The body doesn't become weak for no reason. It is always trying to tell us something. So, what exactly makes older adults gradually lose strength, even when they exercise and try every day? After Mr. James's journey, I understood one thing. The body never becomes weak without a reason. After the age of 50, the body begins to lose the deep muscles that maintain balance and stabilize the pelvis. The nervous system reacts more slowly, and the joints become drier. So even when walking every day, the body still becomes weaker from the inside. The core issue is walking only activates surface muscles, while the protective muscles that help us stand up and stay balanced are almost never awakened. This truth may shock many people. But once we activate the correct deep muscle groups, the body can recover at any age, even at 70 or 80. And that is why the 6 Japanese movements are completely different from conventional exercise. When I looked deeper, I realized the Japanese don't try to exercise more. They simply exercise smarter. They don't use machines or lift weights. They just perform the most natural movements of the body, gentle, yet deeply effective for balance, joints, and the nervous system. No equipment, no gym, just awakening the body the right way. Don't leave the video. The first movement can change your memory, balance, and blood pressure. So what movement do the Japanese start their morning with? And why does it make the brain and the legs wake up together? Movement number 1, Sampo. The brain and the legs wake up together. The first morning movement in Japan is called Sampo, a form of very slow walking, much slower than normal exercise walking. No counting steps, no trying to go fast, no burning calories. Just slow walking with rhythmic breathing. 2 steps inhale, 2 steps hold, 4 steps exhale. When breath leads the steps, the heart, lungs, nervous system return to balance. More blood flows to the brain, memory and clarity improve, and the deep stabilizing muscles are gently activated. Many older adults describe this feeling as if the body finally woke up. And the next movement is what helps the Japanese keep their joints young until age 80 to 90. When you feel the breath guiding each step, you'll understand why Sampo doesn't just help you walk better. It helps you reconnect with your own body before moving on to joint activation. Movement number 2, Radio Taiso, 3 minutes to wake up the joints. After the body is awakened by Sampo, the Japanese move to Radio Taiso, a sequence of 13 gentle movements in just 3 minutes. No weights, no intense stretching, no sweating, just simple motions, arm raises, shoulder rolls, side bends, hip rotations, knee lifts. But the combination of simplicity plus slow rhythm lubricates every joint with natural synovial fluid, like adding oil to an old hinge. The body becomes smoother, less painful, less stiff. Many older patients have told me, I didn't realize how stiff I was until Radio Taiso made my body open up again. After this part, you may want to stand up and try it immediately. And when the joints are open, the Japanese move to the third movement, the secret to keeping the spine and hips young into their 80s to 90s. Movement number 3, deep squat, returning to the original resting posture. After the joints are awakened, the Japanese do something Westerners have almost forgotten. Rest in a squat position. For them, squatting is not an exercise. It's a natural posture, like how children sit on the ground to play. When lowering the body slowly, the hips open, the spine decompresses, the pelvic floor activates, the legs relearn how to support body weight, helping maintain hip and lower back strength well into age 80 to 90. I once met a 90-year-old woman tending to her bonsai every morning in a squat position. And she told me, I've done this my whole life, so my body never forgot. What matters is not being strong, but doing it correctly. If squatting is still difficult, just place a towel under the heels or hold onto a chair. The body will gradually remember. Once the hips and back become more stable, the Japanese move to the fourth movement, the longevity test that geriatric doctors pay close attention to. Movement number 4, one leg stand, the longevity test. After squat improves hip and back stability, the Japanese move to the fourth movement, standing on one leg. It looks simple, but it is considered a longevity test in geriatric medicine because when standing on one leg, the brain, muscles, nerves, inner ear must work together precisely to maintain balance. That's why some people can stand only a few seconds, while others can stand much longer. Balance is not about age. It's about whether you train it or not. If you can hold it longer, your risk of falls and bone fractures may drop by more than 60%. This exercise is very easy to turn into a habit. Just stand on one leg every day while brushing your teeth. Short, but with lifelong benefits. When balance improves, the Japanese move to the fifth movement, the true independence test of old age, sitting on the floor and standing back up using your own strength. Movement number 5, sitting on the floor and standing up, the independence test of old age. After balance improves, the Japanese move to a test even more important than strength, sitting on the floor and standing up using your own strength. It seems simple, but it requires core strength, hip mobility, and coordination between the brain, muscles, nervous system. During evaluations, the moment a patient stands up without using their hands is always special, not just because the body is stronger, but because dignity returns. If one day you can't stand up on your own, it's not just health, it's your independence. To practice this safely, just sit on a soft mat on the floor, use a chair for support at first, then gradually reduce assistance so your body relearns its original standing pathway. When strength and independence return, the Japanese finish with the final movement, a 2-minute habit, considered a longevity secret. Movement number 6, 2-minute towel twist, awakening deep muscles, plus the brain. Finally, after strength, balance, flexibility have returned. The Japanese end the morning with a movement that takes only 2 minutes but brings deep effects. The towel twist. You simply hold a towel with both hands, gently pull as if trying to tear it, then slowly rotate to the left. Hold for 3 seconds, return to center, then to the right. The pull isn't strong, but the gentle tension activates the deep stabilizing muscles, the muscle group that protects the spine, hips, and shoulders, helping the body stand firmly, reduce hand tremors, and improve reflexes. Research shows this movement activates both hemispheres of the brain at the same time, supporting memory, focus, and reaction speed. If you pick only one exercise, pick this one. Many older people say they do the towel twist in the morning to switch on energy, and in the evening to switch off stress. When these 6 movements become a habit, the body doesn't just get stronger. Older adults feel like they are in control of their life again. Looking back at the journey of these 6 movements, I realized what older adults fear most has never been wrinkles or gray hair. What they fear is the day they can no longer stand up on their own, walk on their own, or do the little things that once felt natural. Getting dressed, bathing, opening a door, tying their shoes, holding their grandchild. That fear doesn't come from the body. It comes from the heart, becoming a burden to the people they love. These 6 movements are not meant to make us young again, but to help us hold on to the right to live life our own way for as long as possible, strong, independent, and full of dignity. If there is one message to carry with you after this video, it is this: aging is not the end. It is a reminder that every day is still a new opportunity to take care of yourself, because, in the end, the most precious thing is not living the longest, but living your way for as long as possible, because freedom is the final form of youth for every human being. If you've watched until this point, I want to say thank you. Many people only take action when their body cries for help, but you didn't, and that is truly admirable. Please comment the number of seconds you can stand on one leg. And if you're not sure how many seconds you can hold, just comment your age. I'll suggest the most suitable exercise for your age. And if you want me to create a full step-by-step video guiding all 6 movements at home, just comment yes. If you want to continue building strength, balance, and independence after 60, please watch the video I placed right below. It is the next step in your journey of caring for your body the Japanese way.